Talking about it. Hackers is going at it all over the world, bro. Every hacker that's not Russian, pro-Russian, they try to do everything they can to fuck Russia up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it, right? If I was a hacker, I'd be fucking with them just for the hell of it, right?
It's entirely possible that they'll use that cyber leverage to strike back, particularly at those sectors that are similar to the ones that have been targets of our economic sanctions. So energy sector, financial sectors, banks are institutions that are should be particularly careful right now and really on top of their cybersecurity game.
Andrew and Colonel Lathan, thank you so much. We appreciate it. A marathon confirmation hearing for President Biden's Supreme Court nominee and Judge Ketanji Brown.
Boy, you look tired, boy.
What does it say about how she approaches the case?
It's 5 o'clock in the morning over there. You look tired as fuck.
We have to have people being held accountable for committing crimes. But we have to do so fairly under our Constitution.
Nice words, class. Excellent. Contrast there. It's that time again, sneakers squeaky. Balls bouncing, runners whistling, and fans eating Arby's Reuben while they coach from their living rooms. Arby's, we have the meats.
I've always focused on Arby's. But when we found out our son had autism, his future became my focus. Lavender Brown's always called him, so we turned that time into business. And building up my son has been my dream job. At Northwestern Mutual, our urgent financial planning helps you live your dreams today. Find a Northwestern Mutual advisor at nm.com.
Online dating? I know people meet that way, but where do they use the begin?
Open laptop, go to OurTime.com, look for free. It's easy to take a look on Our Time. Fastest growing dating site for people over 50.
Welcome to Sling TV and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, It's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Okay. Good. You working today? No. Oh, tomorrow.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10.
I don't be out there looking dingy.
Throwing to start the drive. Watson. This is complete to Hawkins.
Make sure you have a nice little shirt to go with it.
They get 6 on first down.
Wearing a regular old
To me, what's important
t-shirt.
right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 27, Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he can't.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the red zone now, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
56, Mike, 56.
Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Quick throw completed by Watson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hawkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check back.
Now it's Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Swings this out here for Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Grant sets to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
These 2 coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Watch the motion.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Here comes Grant on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
After the interception, here's Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And his kick is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first. But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Watson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. scoring a touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. The return man is Grant. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play. So essentially, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Coming left is Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Grant sets to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 117 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A give. This is Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Kamara. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did with